We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support and retest key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 10:35 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting here, and we're going to break down what's going on within the charts with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 10:30 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to hit bright green bars on 42 vision, and so far coming back down to red bars. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with the first bear indicator in the last 3 days since the bull indicator down here at the 474 area on the 30-minute chart popping up today, right? And you could see how it was fighting to bring itself back up to those levels of resistance and rejected off of it near the 484 level. And this bear indicator popped up at the 483.85 area to be exact. And that's going to be a point of resistance I would not ignore. And it's going to take the bulls to break through it and cancel it to justify any move to the upside. Now, the resistance we were watching, 485, it was hit as it was holding itself up here above 480, hit 482, and the next resistance was 485, and things slowed down there as we see it hitting a new all-time high here and 52-week high. This is getting very interesting up here at these levels. Could it be overextending, or will this run continue? And what will need to happen? Well, it needs strength to justify it, right? Inflows need to follow, bull indicators, and so forth. Right now, there's a bear indicator on the 30-minute. If we zoom out and look at it from the 1 hour though, in the bigger picture, the bull indicator from down here at 472, and it found support there. It continues to hold, right? And it's at bright green bars. so far, no bear indicator and no dark green or red bar so far. So that's something to not ignore here. But what they do have is bright green with red borders. If this continues to the downside and outflows begin, followed by a possible bear indicator and dark green bars popping up, it will be something to closely watch with what's going on in the charts and the support levels that get tested in that volatility, right? But so far on the 1 hour, no bear indicator, bull indicator still in effect. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, all day today, a bear indicator dominated here since the 484.40 area, and that is near the high point of the pre-market, right? Not that far off of it, and that is something to not overlook there. It acted as resistance. It did not hold itself up, kept trying to come back up to that level, and it kept on rejecting, right? And here it is in the after hours at the 483 area, but it is in a tight range here between 484 and 482.80 to definitely not ignore that. And we need to watch this going into tomorrow. And I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch and what the inflows are showing. I'm going to be watching this on the 15-minute very carefully, these areas of support and resistance. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index on the 30-minute with outflows crossing over. The outflows began since Friday in the after hours. There was a divergence there going down lower, and all day there's been a divergence as it was pushing upwards, right? You could see it there, divergence, outflows continuing. But why was the stock not completely collapsing? Because those outflows had not crossed, and even though they were going lower, inflows were still dominating, and that's why things were pretty choppy here, and it found support. But in the second half of the day here, in the after hours, it is coming back down to retest that 482.80 area, and outflows have crossed over. And I'll be watching this going into tomorrow very closely. Will it continue to pull away from the midpoint to the downside? Now, in the bigger picture of the 1 hour, again, no bear indicator and no complete collapse because these inflows are still dominating. This is going to be crucial if it holds, because it can find support and bring the chart up with it, especially if it turns from red to green, pulling away from the midpoint. So I'm going to be watching that going into tomorrow. And is it going to go ahead and retest the midpoint and go lower or hold itself up? So that's going to be something to watch closely. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here outflows dominating in the middle of the day on that pullback from 485 to 482.80 area, trying to come back up and rejecting because those inflows did not hold. And here it is in the after hours, trying to level off and start a staircase effect here, if it could, to continue pushing back up to retest key resistance levels. So it needs to switch from red to green and break through the midpoint to start reflecting any strength to the upside. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? The first thing is support. If these outflows continue to the downside and pull down the 30-minute with it as well, the first support is 482.80. As we see there in the chart, it's been the support of the day. If that breaks through, the next support I'll be watching is the 480 area. And then below that comes 478. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical, as I stated, for these inflows to pick up, switch from red to green, break through that midpoint, start reflecting that strength into these charts, roll it over into the 30-minute, stay above the midpoint and turn green on the 1 hour. And the first resistance is 484. Then above that is the high of the day, 485. And then I'll be watching the 487 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows are really close to the midpoint here. I would not ignore them. I'm going to watch them very closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.